Looks like I am live. Okay. Hello. Hey, Kelly Bear. Hello. Very long channel name. Hi, Hannah. Saying, I made it to a live chat finally. I see that there are more people there. So please say hi so I know who is here. I'm very sorry I'm not very sorry, but just a little sorry that I didn't think of my setup today. The camera is over here and then the screen is over here. I hope you can forgive me for that. So how is everyone doing? Are you good? I'm having a busy day and I'm very low energy today. It's just a bit tired. I'm just a bit tired today, but I also still did all the stuff that I wanted to do. So that's good. I fixed my couch. Can you believe that? Hi, Earth Blues, saying good afternoon, Anna. Good afternoon. I fixed my couch. My couch is the old couch that I think you've seen in videos, at least parts of it, with the wood that's like that. And I've been changing up my home. Where all the furniture is and all of that, just the setup, because I just needed a change. Same with the altar space. I mean, I think that in that video I actually talked about it, that I changed my entire home, and I still want to keep that couch. I want to get it upholstered, but not there yet. First I had to fix the part where it was just completely broken in half, not in the middle, but like somewhere at the third point. And I just went to that hardware store. I guess it's called a hardware store, and bought this metal strip and just drilled it in there, and then kind of sewed the material back together, and it looks great. We can at least sit again. Yay! So that's girl power for you. I'm always so surprised and proud when I manage to do these things myself, all by myself, like zero help from anybody. That makes me sound a little bit, maybe like sour, I don't know. That's how we say it in Dutch, zuur. Je bent een beetje zuur over. You're a little bit sour about it. You're a little bit salty about it, maybe? I don't know. So maybe a little bit, sometimes I expect help from, I don't know, maybe family members and stuff, but we're all far away. Nobody else lives in Amsterdam, so I better just do it myself. And it turns out that I'm actually able to do that. So, a little pat on the back right there. So, Yule or Joelle, I think. Hello, Anna. Elemental Cardomancy, hi there. Saying hi, everyone, with a big smile. Phoebe saying hi, Anna. Ren, hello. Oh, it's so nice. You made it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So is Kelly Bear still here? I have 2 moderators. That's so cool. So, Blue Crescent Tarot, hey, hello. Thanks so much for being here. Look at this plant. I have a new plant, banana plant. Is it supposed to be in the sunlight? Because I get like morning sun on this side of the apartment. Kelly Bear's listening while editing photos. Oh, okay. So is it photos that you took? That's cool. You know what? I'm going to start off by opening this beer. Aflichem. This is a beer that a friend of mine left at my apartment. And it's a triple beer. So we'll see. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Thrifted this years ago. I don't know, I just love it. I even like keep it sometimes on a nail on my wall just because I think it's just decorative. Katya is saying, enjoy, thank you. What are you all drinking? I want to know. This is not just a tarot channel, this is a tarot with drinks channel. Photos for Etsy. Ooh, yay. So your pouches. That wasn't that much of an ASMR as I was hoping for, but you know. Drinking water. Very healthy. I also have water, by the way. I always have this big finished up masala chai and now sipping water. Good, you're also healthy. That's so good. And then Ren is saying too early for drinks here. Yeah, I can get that. It's 4:37 now here. So yeah, anyway, cheers. Boom. Ooh, it's good. I am much more of a the more normal the beer, the better. Just such a basic woman, but it's nice to change it up every once in a while. Yes, pouches. Wow. Is it as hot in Amsterdam as it is in Sweden? 30 degrees Celsius. Wow. No, not at all. We don't even have the sun out. It's very cloudy. Today was a very dark day. And again, in lives, I'm talking about the weather, but it's just, it is so, it influences my mood so much. I, keep a tarot journal, and then sometimes I just write in it without even reading the tarot. It's just a normal journal after all. And I keep track now because I remember every time it's this dark day, I'm low energy. I don't have a lot of energy. So I really have to motivate myself to do things, to get out of the house, to, fix my couch. No, it's 19 degrees. So it's still kind of warm actually for Dutch weather, but not very nice weather, But 30 degrees, that's really warm. So hope you are able to get into the water or something. I did have a lovely mocha earlier. Chris is saying, I'm not drinking anything at the moment, but might make a cuppa soon. Very good. Cheers. Cheers. I'd kill for 30 degrees over our winter. Hi, Jen. Hadn't seen you there. Oh, yeah, I know. Winter feels so long. But now it's summer over here. Well, summer. I love dark and gloomy days. Yes, me too, but like in October, in fall, in autumn, not during the summertime. And it can rain, that's fine. Just I want it to be, I just want to have enough sunlight and daylight even. I'm a very pale lady, yeah? And I really wanted to do this live near the window, just so I get a little bit more daylight in my day. Because over there, where I initially wanted to do this live, it was just too dark, and I would be just feeling, ugh. So, wow, 33 degrees Celsius. Right now in Italy, it's very hot with a lot of humidity. People say, hi. Hannah, surprisingly, I'm more productive when it's gloomy outside. I suppose it's because I'm so used to the tropical heat from the Philippines. So it's refreshing when it's gloomy. Yeah, I mean, we always want what we don't have, right? Just like someone with curly hair always dreamed of having straight hair. Someone with ginger hair always wanted black, and vice versa. And so here, everyone living in a country where it's always the sun is shining and it's very warm dreams of a Dutch autumn. And me, vice versa, right? Okay, Phoebe, watching before I hit the hay. Aaron is saying hello, hello. Anything over 24 Celsius and I struggle. Yeah. I'm just so much more easily cold than I am hot, as in warm. I just love saying that I am hot. Remember Tarathon when I said I was hot? Obviously, I mean warm. Here I am, a curly ginger who's happy with both. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm also kind of happy with my hair color. I wish it was thicker and grew longer. But yeah, I'm kind of a ginger. Did you know that, Kelly Bear? In the sun, you can see so many red hues in my hair. And I haven't dyed it in, like, I don't know, 20 years or something. That's an exaggeration. Maybe 10 years. But I have photos of myself as a kid or young child. My parents thought that I was going to be a redhead because, well, I was as a kid. And then it all got dark to suit my soul, I guess, you know? Bullied. Yeah, what was up with that? Bullying kids for being ginger. That's so weird. Well, that's good. We're all kind of happy about what type of hair we have. Cool. Okay. Ooh. I do have middle names, but I don't do full names on YouTube anyway. So I have one middle name. I think that's because I was baptized as a kid, right? I don't know. Anyway, here is my deck. Because today, ooh, this still smells so good. I am a deck sniffer. Oh my gosh, you guys, the VRs of the hashtag cliche tarot reader are so good, are so much fun. I've watched like 4 today, and adding them to the playlist and commenting. And then someone, I don't remember who it was, but added a prompt of, we sniff our tarot decks. Tarot decks is like perfume. I commented, if this smell, each deck smells a little bit different, but if this smell would come in a bottle, I would buy it and wear it every day. Oh my gosh. But a little bit of a apprehension here, because maybe this deck, my favorite deck, smells like this because of the edging. That's what I always thought. Because the backup deck doesn't smell like this. Maybe it's the box it's kept in. I have no idea, but we'll see. Anyway, I just want to show you that this is not the reflection of the light. This is a, it's worn. The reason why the bottom cards are not edged is because these are new. Because, oops, I did a video last week where I talked about the wonderful gift that Patrick Valenza sent me. Still cannot believe it. It's these these two alternate cards and the Beast Pack. Yeah. So I'm not gonna edge the Beast Pack right now, and I won't have time to edge the whole deck, obviously, just a little bit and share it with you and have a casual chat. But what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, about that video, some people commented, it's so good, you're so informed, so much more informed than I am. So I kind of need you, to tell me, wait, that's not exactly right what you said in the video. In the video, where I was showing the extra cards that he sent me, and then that beautiful artwork as well, which I have up in my bookcase now. People commented on Instagram as well that Patrick is probably never going to uh, publish, or how do you say that? Print that extra Paradoxical Classic Beast pack ever again. But he did print a few more, and then people have it. So it's kind of like, I thought, when posting the video, I thought that people could still get it and you could wait, and check out deviantmoonincorporated.com, keep an eye out for the Beast Pack Paradoxical Classic, but turns out they're already sold. At least that's what I understand now. It's not information from Patrick or Luna, his assistant. It's information that I got from people who saw the deck or bought the deck, or, the extension pack. Just so you know, this is at least what I think now. Maybe they're already gone. So sorry to disappoint again, but yeah. Oh, Phoebe's about to do that VR. Yay, I'm so happy. That's so cool. My parents thought I was going to be dark like my dad's hair because I was born with masses of thick black hair. It all fell out by the time I was 1 and went red. Maybe we kind of switched hair aura. I don't know. Hair energy. Does hair itself have a soul? It has a lot of power, doesn't it? It's weird. Yeah, we kind of swapped. It's very strange. You weren't swapped at birth, right? This is the bad humor place of the tarot community. Anyway, I have a hyphenated first name which I never use. Oh, Kelly, really? Well, me too. My mom is so upset that I don't use that. I call it a double name. It doesn't fit me. It just doesn't fit me. I'm so sorry. Anna is so boring. So I don't feel that fits me either, but I just, it's just the easy way. Well, if I was, it would explain a lot. Oh my God. Taking it a step further. So Hannah is saying, I love sniffing my decks too. So I'll be sniffing this one the last time before edging it. Okay, so I'm going to start with, let's just start with the back card, the 8 of Wands. Whew, I have a chair over here with a cloth so that I can put the cards like next to one another to dry. Even if it's just the edge, I don't want to risk smudging. Smudging, I think. I don't want to risk that happening, so it has to dry. Instead of putting the cards on top of one another right away after edging it, you run the risk of getting all these blotches and all of that. So we don't want that. Now, I have a few options, which is what I used initially to edge this deck. So I'm not going to use that because I want to change. I've made my decision. I think I want to go black or almost black. So this is a very cheap marker. It's just black, but I'm not sure. Because I kind of, tried them out on paper. This is a different permanent marker. So that's already better. I think permanent marker is probably better for decks, but it's just plain black and it's old also, it says on it. And this permanent marker from another brand, I've swatched it on paper and it's actually black, but with a very, maybe that won't translate, but I'll just try because this is my choice. It looks black and purple and blue. So that sounds kind of interesting. Hello. Some decks smell bad. My Circo Tarot still stinks 3 years later. I've tried all sorts to get rid of it. Oh no. It smell like just a weird lingering chemical smell. Oof. William is saying merry meet. Hello. I had one deck, my Moroccan Fez, Royal Fez, that smelled like smoke. The cards really absorbed the smoke of the incense. Problem is, I did it because it smelled fine when I got it, and then I cleansed it too closely in the smoke, and it smelled like smoke for a very, very long time. But I think now the smell is almost completely gone. So that's good. But I don't know how to get out chemical smells. I think also what I just did with this deck was just air it out as much as possible. Is it a bad sign that it doesn't make a noise? Okay. Okay, moment of truth. So, edging advice, apart from the you have to let the cards dry, is edge it with the back facing towards you. So that if you make a mistake, at least it's on the back and not on the front of the cards. William is saying campfire is one of my favorite smells, but not the burnt smell. Hannah, I like the smoke smell after I cleanse my decks. Oh yeah, me too, but well, I think me too. I think so. I'm not sure, but it actually really stank of just like cigarette smoke. You know, I smoke every once in a while, or when I go out with friends or have drinks. I know it's a very bad habit, but that's the thing. It's not exactly a habit. I'm a social smoker. I still wish I wasn't, but it's just, yeah, it's just hard and it's so, I don't know, always liked it. But, so that's one of my bad habits, confession time. But, it's just like late at night after a couple of drinks that I think, ooh, now a cigarette would be nice. Never in the morning or in the afternoon, that is when that smell just, no, thank you. Lo, I'm crushing a specific incense stick to a powder and then smudge it to my tarot and put it in a bag so the cards smell the same as the incense. Then when done, just brushing it off. Wow, well that might work for you, Kelly Bear. Maybe you've already tried it. Then someone says, yikes. About what? Astrid, hi everyone. I've gotten Il Menegello Superfina today and I'm sniffing it all the time. Wow. Well, you sniff away. I know that feeling, though, haven't had a cigarette in years. Yeah. Yeah, might just give that a go. Joel? Yeah, tell me, how am I supposed to pronounce that? Because I see you all the time. But, oh yeah, I have my favorite Rider-Waite Smith, the Centennial deck. In case you don't know, I keep a small pack of incense with the deck in the box because the incense is incense that I've had as a kid in my room, my bedroom, and I stopped using it just to keep it as a smell from my childhood, and I kept it and I put it in the box, and now the cards smell like my bedroom that I had as a kid. And we no longer have that house. So it's all, yeah. So the smell is just, it's just so intrinsic, isn't it? It's so important, such an important, I don't know, sense. Okay, So next tip is don't try and edge it like this. Try and edge it like that, like this side. There you go. Side over it, and you just lightly brush it. Hello, all. I just came in a couple of minutes ago and looked up what edging tarot cards is. I found out it's inking the edges of the cards. That's right. But what do you write on the back? What do you write on the back of the card? Nothing? Maybe I'm not getting your question. Maybe someone in the chat understands your question. Aromas are so evocative. Yes. Okay, so moment of truth. Oh, I'm a little bit scared. It smells kind of like, well, alcohol. That's not a bad thing. So, alcohol basis. Yeah. So it's on alcohol base. Ooh. Okay, this is just another one of those markers. Ooh, where it's gonna, there it goes, starting already. See, this is why the back of the card is facing towards you. Now you see this little mistake, I can totally live with. Either way, I don't know, I still love this deck, even if, I don't know, I'm not gonna jinx myself, but I just felt like this deck needed a refresh. It's not going to be a very easy edge. Oh, wait, I'm getting the hang of it. You know what? It's been a while since I've done a deck mod. It's been a hot minute, like some people say. Also, apart from Boho Tarot, the deck modification craze is kind of gone, no? Right now, at least. We just all need a new ugly deck to mod, to trim, to edge, to back, so that we can all share that online again, because it's so much fun. And it's also one of the tarot cliches, according to some people, which I totally agree with, by the way. Oh, Nesco, yes, you showed us the back of the card and said don't write on the front, but on the back. Okay, what I meant to say is when you edge the side of the card, keep the back towards you. Because if you make a mistake like I just did with the first card, you at least make a mistake on the back of the card, which to me at least is less horrible, is less bad than a mistake on the artwork on the front of the cards. That's just all I meant. Oh, and then I made the mistake, and then you saw. That's what I meant. Now I understand. Facing the back of the card, so mistake on the back. Yeah, so there you go. Oh my God, 28 minutes in, and I've only done one card of. But you guys, I love this chat. It's moving kind of fast, and yeah, nice vibe. Give it a try, but it's a bit messy. Aroma is so nice when it's done. About the putting the incense dust on the cards. Wow. Wait, just so that I can comfortably read the chat for a sec, because we don't want these pens to dry out. And I'm going to be Monica from Friends. You want to put the cap until it clicks, except that this one doesn't click. Okay. I haven't been getting any decks to destroy. I really need to start back on my Doreen Virtue deck. Yeah, you were so good at destroying decks, but I mean that in the best way, in the best sense. It's just so inspiring. You know, I still have my Boka backed and just like edged in this bloody way that I love. A lot of creators are making decks that don't require modifications. Exactly, Ren. So what's that about? I'm sorry. I'm kidding, obviously, but I kind of like the personal touch. I kind of like but that's also because I kind of try to keep my collection small. Although that is getting increasingly uh, difficult or challenging. Yeah. Hannah saying, I once made the mistake of trying to wipe off dental ink slip on the back of my card with cotton and alcohol. Very bad idea. Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't use alcohol, but I do sometimes just scrub too hard on the card, and then I damage the front of the card. I actually did that with my moon card in this deck. Well, I won't. You'll see maybe. There's like a little bit of a patch where you can see the core of the card because the front is just, and I wasn't paying attention, but it's always been that way. So, I got used to it. Haven't edged any of my decks, too scared. So many decks are edged these days. Yes. Practice on a playing card deck or the spare cards first in case you want to try it. That's also great advice. Thank you, Kelly Bear. Might try that. Tarot of the Magical Forest. Yay! Oh, it's been a while since we heard about that deck. I also have Tarot of Magical Forest, and it's trimmed. Essien is saying, hi Essien, I edged my cards once and later on dusted them with cornstarch so they shuffle better. Yeah, I heard that trick. There was a chemical reaction and it changed the edging to a weird, but cool green. Oh, okay, you scared me for a second there. Okay, so Kelly Bear, with the last few decks that I've acquired, but I am not necessarily going to keep because I went on a little bit of a Toth craze, which I will share online. I think maybe now I've definitely crossed the 30 amount of decks, but I think I'm closer to 35, 36, so that I'm a little bit uncomfortable with that, especially because, well, that's just me, just personal, nothing, I'm not judging anybody, just do your thing. But for me, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with that amount right now. Yeah. Also, I kind of feel like lately, I've been trying to find, well, not really. I haven't really been trying to find a new deck. Rather, I'm focusing on the decks I already have, and I'm kind of trying to see a new version of it. Like the Toth deck, the greenie, is just beautiful, magical, amazing, everything done right. But I realized I do, in fact, want a smaller Toth deck that is travel sized. And I've shared one picture of it on my Instagram. It's the German, like, small Toth in the gold box. And I kind of like it. That's the one. That's the small one. I'm not going to trim it. It's small. It's cute. It's actually really beautiful. The colors and the sharpness. And it's actually very close to the greenie. But obviously it's not a greenie. And the cardstock is thin but very nice. And I'll show you. You've probably seen it already online, but you know what I mean? So it kind of feels like, when getting that one, I also got another Toth deck at the same time from the same seller. And that I'm not comfortable with, because then it's too much and I have to get rid of it again. I don't know why, really. I have not seen the Blood Moon Tarot. What is that? Oh, the animals in the magical forest are so cute. And also cute in a way, I sounded German there, so cute. Cute in the way where it has depth. It just has depth. And you can really read their facial expressions. It's really, really well done. Really well done. Yeah. Underrated deck. Yeah, I was kind of going to say that. It's the Kelly Bear deck, isn't it? Just like maybe Trionfi Della Luna Paradox Classic is my deck. Yay! There needs to be a Toth in a tin. Toth in a tin. Yeah, well, this one is very close to the tin format. I'll show you. I'll show you. Don't worry. I found a pocket-sized Toth on eBay where the cross at the back was altered. Well, Hannah, I'm gonna have to see that because I have no idea what you mean, and now I'm going to have to see that. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Hannah. Okay. Kelly is saying, I definitely view that paradoxical as the Anna deck. Yes, it's the Anna deck. Yay. Okay, card number 2. Is this ASMR? Can you hear this? Just very lightly brush it. You're supposed to do it lightly because if you slip, then you don't make that big, horrible mark. Okay. The Blood Moon Tarot is by Sam Guai. It's beautiful, but have not gotten mine yet. I have forced myself to not watch the cards because I feel like that deck will be the one for me. I love that. Yeah. I've also gotten decks several decks where I did not see, but where I had not seen every single card beforehand. And the surprise, is just good to have as well. Like sometimes when there's a doubt or when there's just excitement, I don't know, you want to see every card, but sometimes not. Like for instance, my Crow's Magic Tarot, which is my ugly duckling deck, but I love it. I had not seen, I think, a good 80%, maybe even 85% of the deck. Oh, fuck me. Damn it. Oh, gotta keep paying attention, you guys. Swear bear. Oh, man. Thank you, Hannah. Hoping for a bigger borderless version of Blood Moon Tarot next year. I am hoping for a travel-sized Living Altar Oracle. It's probably not going to happen, but wouldn't that be amazing? Because I feel like that deck needs to travel the world, see the world. It's probably not going to see the world with me because it's so huge, which is also, by the way, one of the reasons why I love it so much. But I would love a smaller version of it. I would love, this. Kelly Bear saying, oh, I can hear it a little bit. The ASMR, good, good. Okay. Bigger borderless. I'm so not a fan of borderless. Maybe for the Blood Moon Tarot, though. I haven't seen it, obviously. Deck edging ASMR. Woo! I did it. Okay, speaking of Thoth, have you seen the French version of the Thoth by AGM Blue Box? Original paintings were re-photographed and printed into cards some years ago. Didn't know this until now. I think, Essien, that this is the exact version that I had in an old video of mine where I trimmed my Thoth deck. It's in that blue box, like this big, but it's kind of like a green. I rehomed that deck because yes, it was beautiful, but it wasn't the one. And having two large Thoth decks, I just don't see why. But I think the gold box small one that I have here is very similar to it because it's the version with the laser photography. So it very possibly the same images actually, because yes, the paintings of Lady Frida Harris were photographed again, not long ago. And actually appears all a little bit faded, maybe because the paintings are faded. My issue though is how they were able to photograph Lady Frida Harris paintings, and yet we cannot go and see those paintings. I want to travel to England, go to that university where apparently they are, and look at them with my eyeballs. And this apparently is not possible, not because of the whole lockdown stuff, but years ago already they said it's not open to the public. Well, I'm not doing very much edging, Kelly Bear, to be honest. I've done 2 cards so far. Anyway, you guys are just too much fun. I'll do this some other time. And by the way, I've already made like 2 mistakes. Oh wait, I did 3 cards, but 2 mistakes. Oh man. It will probably fade anyway with use, because it's not like I can really fix all of this what's it called, damage. Maybe I should like patch it up a little bit from the front as well. Sounded sexual, but because there are these little patches, as I said, like little wears where you can see also in the light that kind of like the finish of the card has just kind of rubbed off. Okay. What's the latest deck you brought into your collection? Well, for me, it was the gold small Thoth, and it's in German. I know that there's also a Finnish version. Maybe there's also a French version. Hello. Welcome. Someone saying good morning, moonlight. Well, it's 5:15 here, p.m., obviously. Most recent transient light. Which uni are they stored at? Kelly Bear, I don't remember. I just Googled it one day. Okay, Essien is saying OTO and the Warburg Institute keep a tight lid on them, sadly. Just why? This would be just like one of the dream outings of all the people on YouTube all over the world who love the Thoth deck. I mean, they're just robbing us of of a wonderful outing, of a wonderful experience. Ah, can't believe it. Tarot of the Abyss, Tarot Renard. Ooh. Warburg Institute. All right, so SNU. Meg. Hi, Meg. I really do not like Blood Moon right now. So excited about it, but can't see anything when I try to read in the dark. And tarot cliches, I like to have candles lit only sometimes. Yeah. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna have to look it up now. I think Kelly Bear posted a link, but I'm just not gonna check that right now. Hmm. Yeah, so Kelly Bear, I know you were culling your collection. Ooh, how many decks do you have now? How many decks do the rest of you have, by the way? Are you all like collectors? Usually when I ask this in the live chat, I get answers like, "Oh, I have 3 decks." It's been a couple years since I only had 3 decks. I kind of do feel like, in a sense, they were the good old days. That was really when I was trying to find the deck, the one, the one deck to rule them all. And obviously, such a deck does not exist, even though the Trionfi is really, I don't know, my evil twin. About 60, 20 plus. I use 10, but I have 23. Haven't really gotten rid of many at all. I still have over 100. Okay. So I guess everyone here is doing sort of that, probably like that rotational system, right? To not get overwhelmed. I'm going so slow. It's just that I'm starting to see a little bit of some places where I need to go over twice. Because otherwise it's not really a refresh, if you know what I mean. So many bumps. I think about 60, but my soul deck is Mary L. Wow, Astrid, that is a strong deck. Haven't counted in a very long time. I probably have 175 total. Oh, right, Tarot, Oracle, Lenormand. I love using lots of different things. I get that, yeah. Oh, Liberty. Oh, I've looked into that one. Almost got it because it's like the Toth. I'm in a Toth moment again. I was looking for a travel size Toth or Toth clone. But honestly, at the moment, I'm just not very feeling the Toth clones that are out there. So I'd rather stick to the original Uncle Al Toth deck. This is gonna be beautiful. It looks purple. Wow. So what do you think, by the way? I need your advice. Is it going to look the same with marker directly on the sides of the new cards that are not edged yet? Or should I first edge them in the blue? Oh no. It's probably not going to show up that much. Probably have 5 decks currently. Well, there you go, Saray. That is the answer that I was expecting. Any answer is fine anyway, but wait. The chat jumped. And I want a sip of my beer. Stop singing, Anna. You're a dancer, not a singer. You're supposed to shut up. Got it. Yeah, I'm a beginner, right. Spolia Tarot. Ooh, that deck looks so good. For $30 from someone. Ooh. I've decided I have to love a deck and actually use it to keep it. But there are so many I need to work with more to be able to decide. Right. Like for me, I love the Alchemical Tarot. Well, I mean, I love the look of the Alchemical Tarot because I still, to this day, have not really worked with that deck as in the way that I want, in the way that I wanted to. But I don't know, it just looks so promising that I keep it. And other decks, same problem, but then I think, well, I'm just probably never gonna. So that's when I, let go of it. Look, unless it stays on the shelf for another 5 years, then maybe I'll let it go. But it's different because I don't use it, but I like it. Whereas, maybe again, shock to everyone, but Pagan Otherworlds, like one of the most beautiful decks out there, I wasn't using and I also did like. It's so weird. It's a beautiful deck, but it was just it felt so cold to me. Okay? I know that people do beautiful readings with that deck, and yes, it is beautiful, but it was just too empty. It's just too empty. I didn't like it. So that's the reason why I rehomed it. Happy Jellyfish, hello, has 111 decks. Is that a conscious number? Okay, wait. Feels really overwhelming. I control my collection with a medium-sized trunk. Can't fit any more decks in it. I'm not buying more till I clear out the ones I don't use. That's very good. I mean, it sounds reasonable. Surprisingly, I left my greenies for a while, and instead I'm using Tubular Mundi. I love it. Well, I love the look of the Tubular Mundi. Every time I feel like, ooh, a new deck, that's gonna be it. But then still something just, I don't know, stops me from getting it. Even though I could. But then I think somehow it feels like, I mean, it's outrageous, It's a terrible deck in the best sense. But and it's so vibrant, and I actually like the art style. But somehow I still feel like it's somehow a step back from the original Thoth. In the original Thoth, all the figures, they look away, they're mysterious, they have all the colors of the rainbow. And in the Tabula Mundi, there's just that feeling like maybe it's just not for me. Even though I think about getting it a lot. And I understand why that would be a really, really cool deck to work with, for sure. And then anyway, even if you love a deck, it's good to switch it up every so often. I mean, I don't, read with my Trionfi every day. Sometimes, like I said, I'm having a tough moment. Or Tarot of the Moon Garden last month on Patreon. I did all my readings with that deck. Loved it. Feels great. You know what I mean? So, oh, same for me with the alchemical. Yeah. At least you did read with it. Yeah, it does look beautiful. Um, I don't interview new decks anymore. I mean, I just shuffle and pull one card, but then I don't even write it down, so I kind of forget it. It's just kind of like the first interaction with a deck. Um, the question that I ask is basically, what can I learn from you? Even though, I don't believe that the deck is an entity in itself necessarily. But yeah, just interesting stuff comes out of it. I think my Thoth, small Thoth that I keep talking about, the German Thoth that is small in the small Thoth that is small in the gold box with the laser photography, the tower came up. So wow. Oh, Happy Jellyfish doesn't have 111 decks. 11 decks. Okay, that is a total typo indeed. Okay, so William, send a link. I have no idea what deck that is. Wow. Yeah. Reader and collector. Hmm. Life path. I like path working with the tabula. It's always incredible. Yeah, I can imagine. Ooh, like getting into that black hole, right? Mm. Oh, love, not live. And I read it as like, as a typo anyway, but I guess it's more than just you like it. You love the path working. All right, I get it. Used 7 decks for 40 years. Shut up. Then I started watching YouTube. Now it's over 33. Yeah, I get that. Still 33. I mean, not a lot. Not really a lot. My biggest lesson this year was learning to separate the decks I get because of the art, as art pieces like the true Black Tarot and those that are of use, that are useful to read. Yeah, are in use. Thank you, Kelly Bear. I'll check all of that out later. Thank you. I gotta go. Thank you for this live. It was so much fun. Have a nice day, evening, night. You too. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my god, this refresh is gonna take me hours because there are just so many bumps. I kind of gotta get into those grooves. Get into the groove. Okay, well, here is the moon card that right in the beginning, see that little gap? I tried to fix a mistake that I made while edging, and then instead of fixing it, I just rubbed off the front of the card. Yeah. And it's funny with this deck, the the damage, the use, the wear of the cards, they appear yellow. Do you see that? Is the connection good enough for you to see that? The core of the card I know is blue because I can see that right here. But before we get to that point, it's like it looks yellow. It does give it character. I know. It makes it look loved and aged. It is, it is, it is. But still, it's like, hmm. Wonder if Mixtress Ray ever watches my lives. Because I know that she likes ASMR. And I just watched her VR on my tag. So I was kind of reminded of that. It does worry me a little bit that it stains my fingers so much. Like, hope this will dry well. Oh man, I'm just probably just being too precious now. It's a sacred practice, not precious. It's a sacred space. It's not precious. Yeah, it's the deck I use the most, I believe. Yeah. Okay. YouTube made me buy all the decks. I could see the concentration on his face. Oh man, I was so not aware of my face. Send me a screenshot. Ah, silly. Depth here helped a lot. Yeah, me too. I mean, I didn't do a no buy year. I did a buy 4 decks year, and even still, I kind of feel like I cheated because I bought more, but then again, I in the same year got rid of those decks because they just didn't, I just didn't love them enough. But then still, like the last deck that I got, I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. So like maybe 3 would have been the magic number for me to get no more than 3 new decks in my tarot collection and keep culling at the same time. I was probably like being cross-eyed now because I look very cross-eyed when I'm tired anyway, and then also probably when I'm concentrating on a card that is like this close to my face. Thank you, William. I see what you mean, Essien. Uh, well, William, you can put the link here as well. Maybe you already did. I'm just looking back in the chat. Yeah, she has a fun energy, doesn't she, Meg? Who was it for me that? All right, calm down. Who was it for me who kicked off my buying craze? Well, I haven't really had a buying craze, although for my standards, I guess I did. Honey, it was probably Kelly Bear and Simon. Yeah, even though I also watched Truth in Story. Yeah, Phoebe, Kelly Bear and Simon. Or maybe you mean Kelly Fitz and Simon. That's possible. But Kelly Bear and Simon as a duo, kind of like you went all out with the creepy stuff, and that was just so my thing. That's the whole reason I have the polka and the Patrick Valenza stuff. Oh man, yeah. Oops, runs and hides. Don't worry. I mean, oh, we're good. Oh, that sounded like beeped out swearing. Meg is saying, I have more decks than my favorite tarot YouTubers, I think. Am I even doing this in frame? Does it even matter? Maybe not. Oh putain. Does YouTube demonetize when you swear in French as well? So many close calls. I should not have drank a triple beer. When doing this. So I hope you'll love the video that I'm currently editing that will be up on Sunday, because it's about several things. It was just a ramble that I felt I just wanted to film and share my thoughts on something that I had come across online. It's an Asked for VR, as I do on my channel. And that is really most of the time when I get into I don't know, the juicy stuff. Like maybe the difficult topics that make it interesting to me, at least. Like maybe even some controversial points of view. I don't know. Or just controversial topics in themselves, I feel. But I hope you'll like that, because it's the first time I'm doing a VR to someone who I don't consider, or maybe I'm not informed again. That's very possible. Kind of live under a rock anyway, and that's where I like it. But who to someone who is not exactly in the same community that I consider myself to be in. So yeah, thank you. I love your Anas for VR videos. Thank you. Well, I want to make more. Because it's just so much fun. It's just about connecting, you know, um, with different people and different points of view and different. It's just so nice to be able to get an idea from someone else's great idea, or to share kind of like a brainstorming session with all of you about something that I've seen online or I've seen happening online. Can't wait for that. Yay. Well, hope you like it. I mean, it's a little bit of a raw video at this point. Because the beeping happened just as you were speaking, perfectly timed. That would be so fun. Well, maybe not. That could be frustrating as well. But when it would be necessary to actually have a beeping tool in real life, where you just really want to swear, but you don't want anyone to hear. It's like, naughty word or two. What will be up on Sunday? My video. Sorry, I'm just not making sentences that make a lot of sense at this point, I think. What do you mean, Trent? Hi, by the way, you prefer marker to edge. This is a marker. What is edge? Do you mean like what's this stuff called? Like an ink pad or something? I've never done any edging with an ink pad. It just seems a little bit, I don't know. I prefer marker, yeah. I wish I had the energy to make videos at the moment. I have lots of ideas but no gumption. Huh. Well, do you need a little help? We can do a video together. That might help. That might make it fun. Gumption is probably the wrong word. Was going to say not enough spoons, but not sure if everyone will get the reference. It rings a bell, but I'm not sure. Where's that from? Oh, maybe ink pads are easier. Well, what do I know? This is so much fun. Meg is saying, I want to start making videos. I have so much energy too, but bad lighting. Well, when I started doing videos with my GoPro, I thought it was an improvement at the time, and it was in the image department, but it was horrible audio. I have no idea how you all were able to withstand. English was also flying out the window. How you all were able to withstand, or like, go through all of that. The audio with the constant and then I finally was in the place to get this baby, who, by the way, I've called Clancy. Any idea what the reference is there? It's just my little explorer. So, bad lighting, come on, Meg. If you want to make videos. Just start. That's always the advice that people give. And they are absolutely right. You'll figure things out later on. If you have a good idea, people will watch. Hi, Eddie. Thanks so much for being here. That could be fun. Yeah, it could be fun. So if that maybe helps you, motivates you, gives you a new fun idea, we can just schedule it and we can just do that. That would be fun. You usually don't hear beeping horns in Amsterdam, just people ringing their bicycle bells for you to get out of the way. Absolutely. I mean, what do you want us to do, right? I'm Dutchy, half Dutch, but I always lived here. And all those people just casually taking a stroll on the bike lane. We don't get mad, but we have the bell. We don't get annoyed, but we have the bell on the bike for a reason, for exactly that reason. It's like, look, this is where I'm supposed to be, right? And it's not like there's enough space in the very narrow streets of Amsterdam for us to go around the people having a casual stroll on the bike lane. You know, there's a video, I don't know if it's on YouTube or if I've seen it on TV back in the day because I haven't owned a TV in I think a good 10 years now. Um, maybe longer. Anyway, there's this video with of someone with just a bicycle bell, no bicycle. Just he's walking, he's a pedestrian in the city, and he has this bicycle bell and he rings it right when he is close to people. And people just don't even realize, you know, that this is just a man with a bell. And they just all like give give him the space to go through, and they don't realize that it's inside a mall, they don't realize that it's inside the supermarket, they don't realize that it's in a busy street where there's not supposed to be a bike or where there are no bikes. It's really funny. Spoon theory is a term many of us who are chronically ill and or disabled use to explain what it's like to struggle with pain, energy, mental capacity issues. Oh, I didn't know. Another thing I'll have to look up a little bit more. Hmm. William is saying bad lighting is more authentic, I think, to be honest. Well, William, yeah, I actually kind of see what you mean, funnily enough. But as I said in the beginning of this live, um, my apartment is so incredibly, like, maddeningly dark. It's not fun anymore how dark it is. Like, it's not cool, it's not calm, it's not it doesn't really set a mood, it's just dark and depressing sometimes. That first of all, I'm saving up for a daylight lamp, if that even does anything, but I think that might be a very good investment for at least the middle part of my home, because this is like a long narrow space with just windows on over on that side where my bedroom is, and over on this side where, well, the street is. And now this little nook that I've made. So happy with it. But so I can get a little bit of light, a little bit of daylight. But I was without that light, because I actually have a light up. You wouldn't be able to see anything well, and then the quality of the filming also goes down when there's no light. You know, like lighting is actually key, and I don't want to be like the YouTube, I know how to make videos now, because I still don't really, and I don't really care all that much, you know, about getting the best equipment and getting the best setup and getting the best, you know, it's still the tarot side of YouTube, and we care about different things. But I also care about you being able to see this card, and without that light, it was just very hard for me to film before I had lights. So that was not a rant, that was just an explanation of lights kind of save my videos, and the mic as well. I guess with the light and the mic, I basically could have been able to continue filming on my GoPro, except that I got Clancy over here. Clancy, I want to rewatch them soon. Oh, me too, man. Is there a DVD box or something? Does that still exist? Because I would love to have it. I would love to have it, because I know that Netflix, even if it's a Netflix show, sometimes they just, without any warning, all of a sudden, the show that you wanted to rewatch for the third time is gone. That is something that I did not sign up for. So I want to be able to, you know, watch whatever. Okay, look, Happy Jellyfish is saying, I enjoy content from smaller creator, no matter the quality, as long as the content is good. See what I mean? This is it. This is exactly it. As long as your content is good, nobody cares about what it looks like. I think what it sounds like, as I said with the mic issue, is a little bit more difficult to endure. as someone watching, but still, I mean, you guys did it on my channel, so this, yeah, it's still the best. Still, I love this, how this happened, just the online stuff. So cool. Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean, that it's harder to relate to super big channels. Fortunately, none of us will ever be a super big channel. At least that's what I'm thinking. Everyone is cheering you on, Meg. Go for it, Meg. Yay. Do it. Yeah, use your phone. All good. Aw, my condo is like a cave. Sounds fun, actually. Lighting is magic. Capture when you can. Yeah, downward facing shots. You know, Kelly Bear, I still don't do those. I just don't have the equipment to do that properly. So it's still to this day easier for me to just point the camera at my face and show you the cards in the screen like that than it is to, do the overhead shot. It just, and when I try to do something like that where I'm not in the frame, because to be honest, sometimes I get sick of my face, I I just have to like bend down in a position that is very uncomfortable, and then yeah, it's just harder. It's just more difficult to do than just simply like this. Oh, I'm laughing so much. You guys are making me laugh. I only film during the day to get natural light from my window as much as possible. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, today, right now, actually, I feel like it kind of cleared up. But to be honest, if I wanted to film a video, I think like at 1 o'clock, so like almost 5 hours ago, I would have had to, trust me, it gets that dark. I would have had to use that light, maybe another light, maybe, one of my lamps. So, because you wouldn't have been able to see anything. And then the quality gets all like, it gets, what's the word again? Um, I think like pixelated? Not really, but Ren still has a DVD player. Yeah, it's owning the music and the films. Look, I don't I don't have many DVDs at all, like this many, and you know how big the boxes are. Well, maybe that many, but some movies, especially movies from my childhood, or shows, I know that I need to rewatch them at least once a year or something like that, like the Christmas cheese, the Christmas movies, I mean, with that. If they're not constantly available on Netflix, which I do have Netflix. I kind of I miss them. It's just like rewatching oh my god. Okay, rewatching Back to the Future. All three movies. I think it's a trilogy, isn't it? I'm so glad that I found those DVDs in a one box at the thrift store the other day. Now I can kind of relax. Okay, I have those movies. I can watch them every time I want. And I know it's a hassle, honestly. Like watching Netflix is just so much easier, but they kind of trick you because all of a sudden they take away a show or a movie, movies all the time, that you wanted to watch. And it's like, what? What? Yeah, I listen to music. Okay, so I have Spotify because I'm a dance teacher and I make my classes with Spotify playlists. But I also use it now, obviously, because I have it just to listen to music that I like. But with the whole punk rock and hardcore punk, and then also all the different types of rock and metal, um, vinyl is still the popular thing to have. Is still, like bands from now, they bring out their stuff on vinyl. And it's not like a revival of the vinyl. It's been like that constantly. Um, and so having a record player is really just a way to listen to that music, yeah, properly, kind of, because you're also supporting the band, obviously, by buying a vinyl and not just going straight to Spotify. Of course, they get, like, honestly, they don't get anything from Spotify plays. I don't think they really do. It's like 10 cents a trillion times a song was listened to. So, and the vinyl, it's like this whole experience, right? It's like you can actually, I don't know. I just like it. I always liked it. And honestly, just listening to music in a proper way, I mean, with proper, I mean, I have these big boxes, yeah, music boxes, is that how we say it? Um, Made from wood. They sound really good. They don't sound fresh or uh, very clear, but they sound warm and deep. And still, you can hear the layers of the music. That's what I have in my home. It's like a big part of the furniture. They were a gift from my boyfriend, by the way, and from for my birthday. I think like 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Um, and that kind of stuff, it just makes the difference, because nowadays I feel so many people, they only listen to their favorite music through Spotify or iTunes, if that's even still a thing, I don't know, but they listen through the speakers of their through the built-in speakers of the laptop. And I don't say I never do that. To be honest, I do that all the time. But it's just, there's no longer the experience, if you know what I mean. It's not just putting on a record and then getting into the groove, literally. No, it's also just the having good, like appreciating it enough or giving it a moment enough to know, I don't know, just even the speakers, not music box, the speakers are, I don't know, it's just a big thing now, and I'm obviously spoiled because they were a gift, beautiful gifts, and they're like old ones made in the 70s probably, but you know what I mean, like it's just, it makes it special. That's what I'm trying to say. It makes it special. It's just like reading the cards. You need a moment to concentrate on it, to love it, to go in depth with it. You're not going to get the most out of a reading when, uh, I don't know, something is on in the background on the screen. It's best to close the laptop, in my opinion at least, and just have a quiet moment with the cards. That was my rant on listening to music coming from a 33-year-old lady. Yes, I meant speakers. Sorry, I mean, you're right. I should have checked the chat and it would have been clear sooner what I meant. I mean, it's honestly, I'm just speaking from my own point of view and experience. I get it that people don't own a record player anymore, or a lot of people don't own a record player anymore, or that a lot of people don't own CDs anymore. I don't listen to my CDs. Haven't bought a CD in I don't know how many years. My dance background, no, I don't think it really does help me to keep that vinyl collection alive. I don't, maybe I'm missing the connection. Can you elaborate, Blue Crescent Tarot? Because to me, for me, it's just like the love for music. Yeah, okay, yeah. Midnight Gospel, that's what we were talking about. Oh, Pandora. Okay. Rings a bell? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Duncan Trussell. Yeah, yeah. He's a cool man. Yeah, Ren, I completely understand where you're coming from. You're saying I love having playlists so I don't have to skip the songs on the record that I don't like. I get that, but also when a record is truly good, when an album is truly good, it's it's one story. You know what I mean? There are different flavors and different moments in the story, but it's a whole. And so I understand the skipping. I'm not saying that I don't do that. I do that all the time. But when you put on an album or vinyl record, there's less chance of you skipping songs. And so you get the full experience, you get to listen to the whole album. You take your time, and it's just a magical moment. And that's a great way of listening to music as well, because you're focused, concentrated, you're in the moment, and there isn't that constant, ooh, song's almost over. I don't know. It's just like it's more of a experience, as I try to say. That's how I have found the biggest difference between skipping songs or making playlists and just listening to a few songs rather than full albums. I understand when the album isn't all that great and there's just one or two hits on it, you know. Fleetwood Mac Rumors, yay! I have that one. It's just a classic, isn't it? Oh, Kelly Bear's husband is a recording engineer and musician. He has so many records and these fancy vintage pro speakers set up a certain way. It's so important to him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, when I was redecorating, I guess that's what you call it. My boyfriend, who's also a musician, made sure that the speakers were still located far away enough from the couch, and in a way that you definitely hear the right speaker and the left speaker, and directed towards you, and we're sitting in the middle so that the sound reaches you in the way that it's supposed to reach you. And I appreciate that feedback, that advice, because it really does make a difference. Wow. Ian is still recording cassettes from the radio. Wow, I remember doing that as a kid. It was so much fun though. Mixtapes. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's where I didn't get it. I never had a record player in my dance studio. I did, but that's only when I went to the dance academy, like to become a professional dancer, where we had dance classes every single day. When At that point we had those schools had live musicians with us in the studio accompanying the class. So at first, when I did ballet, it was a pianist. And some of them so much fun, like really cool personalities. I still remember uh, everyone's favorite. His name was Rex, or is Rex. I think he's still around doing his thing, and he was just, playing the just the good old standard and beautiful classical music one moment, and then when the teacher kind of like was busy with something else, he would seamlessly transition into ET's soundtrack, and we were all just doing our plies and laughing. So that was just so much fun. And then later on, when I did contemporary dance, we also had these amazing um, percussionists, and they didn't only like, you know, do, I don't know, like drumming things. They also had, I don't have enough English vocabulary to explain to you how cool it was. It was like a little bit of a brush over there, a little bit of a thingy over there, and it's just so many. They just used their surroundings, and it always sounded almost like a melody. Well, not almost. It sounded like a melody, the way that they played the drums. So I was really spoiled in the studio either way with that live music. But I never had a record player in the dance studio. So. Hmm. Good point, Randall. Very radical point also. It's like watching movies to me. I wouldn't just skip around for my favorite scenes. The album is telling a story. Hmm. Yeah, interesting. Never thought about albums that in that way as a whole story. I love it. Hmm. I see, Ren. Yeah. Yeah, Kelly Bear. That's just a musician's addition to the household, I think. Making sure the music is, you know, played and heard in the correct way. Oh yeah, I remember trying to press the button quickly enough to cut out the DJ when recording off the radio. And was it like that everywhere? I no longer really listen to radio, um, but they always started talking so early in the song, like the last verse, chorus wasn't even finished yet, and they were already like screaming in the mic. Yeah, definitely. I was a preteen as well. Mm. Wow, a record player in the studio. You know, the floors must have been really sturdy then, because with all the dancing and then probably the jumping every so often through through the studio during the dance class, the record must have, could have also jumped. So let's do a little test. That is by no means fully dry yet. Hmm. I will stack them still to see what these 8 cards look like. I've done 8 cards in over 1.5 hours. Okay. This is such a weird effect, but I kind of like it. You can definitely tell that it's this weird color of the permanent marker. Let's see if it translates to through the lens. It's kind of shiny and it's not exactly black. It's no longer focusing. Wait. It was focused before. Come on. Now it's like focusing on my hand. Wait. Let's try this. I think you can still kind of see that it's not black. It definitely has a purple hue, and then the blue still comes through. I kind of like it. It's like a warm black, funnily enough. But I can also see where I have not edged well at all. Oh my. I just completely forgot this side of the world card. How did I miss that? I was probably talking to you, which is so much more fun than edging this deck, by the way. Ah. There we go. Okay, let's see what you're saying. 8 is better than none. Oh no, your dog was scared of speakers? That's so sad. Oh, you can see it. Okay, good. Looks like the edges of my Bonfire tarot. So what did you use, Kelly Bear? Was it also alcohol-based marker? Yeah, it looks a bit maroon. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. So I'm seeing most of all peeping through like the purple. But because it's alcohol-based, I think there's that weird shine to it and it makes it warm. So yeah, still maroon. It's very interesting. Oh, this is so, maybe this is really good. Maybe this is just a really good match. Can I do this? Because this deck also has a lot of warm tones. It's not like the Paradoxical blue, for instance, where everything is like icy. This, it has a lot of pink, has a lot of orange, and a lot of, well, everything you've just seen really in this card. Like the green is actually a warm green, from what I can tell, at least. I'm still not very fluent in color theory. I really love my dog, so she won. Well, I completely understand that. It's still sad. Yeah, you're right, Earth Blues. What you're trying to do is easier when it's quiet and peaceful. I know I won't finish this today. It's just too much work, honestly. I still have 70 cards to go. Actually more because of all the extra cards. I still have a full tarot deck to go. But I'm glad you think it looks good. I agree, it looks good. Tammy Pie, hello. I was just watching other Astral Lady videos and missed this. It looks great. Okay, well, this is a long live that I'm doing on my own. You are really keeping everyone entertained. Thank you so much. And this is also probably the longest I've ever done with a beer. It still has the fizzy in it. This was fun. Yes, thank you so much for everyone in the chat for making it fun. What am I going to do now? Oh, I'm going to check for more VRs on the Cliché Tarot Reader hashtag. I'm going to, well, pretty much almost make dinner. Oh yeah, I'm actually also going to the north side of Amsterdam this evening. I think it starts at 7. Ooh, well, maybe that turns out well because a friend of mine has an exhibition of his artwork. So I'm gonna go there and check out his style. I actually have a guitar case, which of course is my boyfriend's guitar case with, and he just drew, like he likes to draw faces with really, really hair. Maybe it's me, it's a portrait of me now, but he just drew one day. He drew on that guitar case and it looks like a full, body then. And I have it kind of like displayed in in the other room. So yeah, it's really a fun style. It's kind of messy and raw, but it's cool. So I'm gonna go there. That's what I'll do. Yeah. You made me think it was Friday. Oh, that's a compliment. Thank you so much. I didn't mean to make that sound like a question. I meant my voice just went up. That's a compliment. Thank you so much. Yeah. This was fun. Had fun. Ready to sleep now. Such a chill and calming life. Thank you, Anna, Ellie Bear, everyone else in the chat. Yes, I'm definitely going to look at more cliche tarot reader VRs myself. Okay. Well, have fun with that. Thank you so much, everybody. I feel like have fun with that sounds mean. I honestly meant have fun. um, thanks so much for this. Diving back into work now, I suppose. Okay, everyone, good luck. Thanks so much for being here. Um, if you're watching this back, I have plenty of other videos on my channel, other lives also that you can watch back. So go ahead and do that if that sounds like something that you want to do. I will see you all on Sunday anyway. So thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you all. Bye. Have a great evening. Thank you for being here.